Solution-focused brief therapy is an approach to change. It's simple, it's effective, and it helps people, families, organizations, groups find a way to move forward into a better future. What amazes me about it is that it represents a really, really huge shift in focus from what's wrong towards what is right. And one of its basic assumptions or presuppositions would be that in order to find a proper solution or a fitting solution that feels right and that enables you to move forward, one does not have to go into problem exploration or problem solving if you want. And to me, that used to be when I first found out about it, it was a huge, huge effort to my brain to comprehend this, because I was trained that when you have got a problem or an issue or a challenge or however you want to call it, you first need to analyze it. You need to find the underlying causes, and once you have found those causes, you need to get rid of them. And then when you've got all of this analysis completed to the extent that you're able to, then you can start thinking about how to move forward. Of course, in practice, that more often than not, wasn't the case, and I felt stuck when I was working with my students with disabilities at the university. I often found myself in situations where I didn't know what to do, and neither did my students. Nonetheless, we did understand the situation as if one ever could. So solution-focused brief therapy turns this upside down, and it says that you can do without this stage of analysis, of exploration, of prediction, because you can move forward in a way that makes change simpler. So in order to find a solution that feels right to you, you do not have to explore the problem. And this is a major, major shift in focus from what's wrong towards what is it that you want and what is it that is right. Solution-focused brief therapy originated from therapy, so that's where it started. But nowadays, it's used in a wide variety of settings, including counseling, coaching, management, team building, group work, supervision, in education, in organizations, in youth work. So its applications have good implications and results in many different contexts. So in this sense, it would be really appropriate approach where a change is either required because you seem to be stuck in a life situation where you really need to find a way forward, or when the change is desired, so you want something different. And if you want this in a timely manner, one of the assets of SFBT, solution-focused brief therapy, is that it works almost instantly. So it brings results in considerably briefer amount of time, so it works fast. I fell in love with solution-focused brief therapy 5 years ago, and I have been in love with it still, because I have been trained in other approaches and have had this vast knowledge about various theories about the human behavior, emotions, why we do certain things we do, what that means, and yet still all this theoretical knowledge didn't have much impact to their work with students or clients that I have been seeing. So I've really liked it, the lightness of it, the simplicity of it, the minimalistic intervention, which of course comes from the assumption that you don't need to understand, you do not need to read between the lines of what is really going on with the person sitting next to you and talking to you, because for simple reason you can never know and you can never be 100% right. And then there is another reason, like I as a clinician know nothing about the life of a person who is sitting with me. They, on the other hand, know everything about their life, so they should be given the expertise and ownership of their life. So it is none of my business, and it is not appropriate for me to make assumptions based on what they tell me, because I might be really, really wrong. Instead, if I get my job right, I would hopefully ask them questions which, at the end of our work, will leave them with more choices of a better future that they want. Not me, not somebody else, but they. So I like this simplicity and this humility of solution-focused approach, because in our society, which is full of expert knowledge and full of expertise telling you what to do and how to do it, I think it's a really, really good refreshment and brings about change to and the ownership and the expertise to the person that really should own it.